Championship, presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink, is back in the north of England, coming to you live from Walker Activity Dome for BKFC Prospect Series Newcastle. BKFC uses the unified rules of bare knuckle fighting, which are being administered this evening by the ISKA. There is no 3 knockdown rule. All kicks, knees, and elbows are illegal, as are all takedowns and submissions. We open tonight with a bout in the welterweight division. Our tale of the tape is presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink for Ryan Sanson versus Jez Waltering.
Okay, fans, we have Sanson, a few inch reach advantage. These guys are both very big for this weight class, very tall. That's really the only difference I see is Sanson does have a little bit of a reach advantage.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Walker Activity Dome here in Newcastle, England's United Kingdom for a night of bare knuckle action. The Fight Night Prospect Show brought to you by BKFC. Tonight's action is sanctioned by the ISKA. Your supervisor in charge, Mr. Paul Nichols. And now, ladies and gentlemen, time for our first bout of the evening, presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink in the BKFC welterweight division. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, he's wearing the green with white trim. His official weight of 160 pounds bang on. Hailing from Hexham, England, United Kingdom, introducing Jez Waltering! And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He's wearing the black trunks. His official weight of 160.8 pounds. Hailing from Bradford, England, United Kingdom. Introducing Ryan Sanson! Your referee in charge is Alan Jackson.
A rapidly emerging ring and cage announcer here in the United Kingdom, as Ryan Sanson and Jez Waltering are in this bout. Ring announcer Haas Raget making his BKFC debut. Referee Alan Jackson calling both fighters up to scratch. The bell, round number 1. Black trunks for Ryan Sanson, green trunks for Jez Waltering. Lowered stance for Ryan Sanson. Fast jab. There's the jab right back to the body. Swing and a miss from Waltering on the lead left hook. Early forward pressure, Chris, from Ryan Sanson. Switch of stances, the southpaw. The right-handed jab goes Ryan Sanson. There's the flick jab coming forward. Body head.
Waltering is on his bike. He's moving back the entire time so far.
Waltering continuing the circle, but lands that right hand on the counter.
It's like Waltering's really looking to counter.
70 seconds remaining, round number 1. Jab to the body from southpaw for Sanson. Sanson to the mid-range. Stalking pressure from Ryan Sanson on the right hand, overhand right left hook. 1-2-1 right back from Waltering, but off the mark on those 3 punches. More stalking pressure from Ryan Sanson. Right hand getting through.
Waltering needs to tuck that chin a little bit. I feel like he's putting it up in the air. If he gets hit on that, it's going to be huge problems.
Both fighters listed at 6'1", but you see a much more upright stance for Jez Waltering. Much deeper crouch stance for Ryan Sanson. Just like that on cue.
I feel like he's going to push off that back foot, try to land that right hand, just like he did.
Did that on cue, did Ryan Sanson. That was slick.
Maybe
the heavy feint.
Maybe he's listening to us.
Into the clinch. Headlock position. Quick reset from referee Alan Jackson. Final seconds, round number 1. BKFC Prospect Series Newcastle, our opener at 165 pounds. Ryan Sanson versus Jez Waltering. We go to round 2. Both fighters back up to scratch. Round number 2. Fast jab from Jez Waltering, big left hand! And that drops Jez Waltering. There's the mandatory 8 count now given to Waltron by referee Alan Jackson.
Waltron doesn't look hurt. Looks like he just got caught with a good punch.
Right hand just off the mark from Sanson. Waltron staying on his bike, staying on his back foot here in round 2 with 30 seconds gone in this second round.
Ooh.
Now lands the left hand and forward pressure from Jez Waltron. Heavy in the clinch goes Waltron. Sanson on the turn. Side headlock draws the separation from Jackson.
Waltron finally landed that counter punch. Sanson came in and ate a good one.
Jackson just gave a soft warning to Ryan Sanson for snatching that side headlock. Naked right hand from Sanson. 65 seconds remaining round 2. Fast jab from Waltron. Waltron down here in the second round, but since he pulled himself off the canvas, Chris, he's done some of his best offense.
Waltron did go down, but I think that woke him up. He knows he's in a fight now, and he's really pushing forward. He's trying to get back into this fight.
There's the naked right hand. Left hand lands clean from Waltron. Now Waltron comes forward off the long jab. There's a line of demarcation in this fight, and that line was drawn when Sanson dropped Waltron.
Waltron definitely more confident. You can tell he knows he's in a fight now, and he's come to fight.
Getting late here in round number 2, another naked right hand missing from Ryan Sanson. Sanson cut outside of his left brow. Waltron coming forward. Naked right hand of his own just before the bell that ends the second round.
The mood has definitely changed in this fight, though. Waltron, I feel like he is definitely landing more shots, has a different attitude. Let's see what happens in this next third round.
Round number 3. Forward off of scratch with the jab to start the third round, Ryan Sanson. Over and right counter, right hand from Waltron. Waltron coming forward, hook to the body. Waltron, big right hand, that stumbles Sanson. On the overhook, there's the turn, separation from Alan Jackson.
So that's why I don't have my hair like that. It's always bothered me.
Sanson resetting his hair. Sportingly, Waltron paused. Left hook from Sanson, 125 remaining round 3.
When Sanson steps in with his punches, he lands hard. If he tries to just keep his feet planted, he gets countered.
Now Jez Waltron coming forward. Walked into that right hand on the reset.
Sanson needs to step forward when he throws.
See the measuring from Sanson. Jab from mid-range, Jez Waltron. Left hook. Sanson resetting in the orthodox stance. Double jab from orthodox for Waltron, right hand. Right hand again. Left hook countered on the left hand, and a left hand right back from Jeff Waltron.
Waltron got excited, came forward as soon as he got hit.
.30 seconds remaining, round number 3 of this welterweight bout. Englishman Ryan Sanson versus Englishman Jez Waltron, both making their BKFC debut as Sanson gets that left hook through. Sanson measuring once more. Waltron pulling back the right hand, pulls it back again. 2 swings, 2 misses from Sanson. That is the end of round 3. The call of knuckle up from referee Alan Jackson. Round number 4 underway. Immediately to the jab goes Ryan Sanson. Overhand right, not there from Waltron. Waltron lands that right, countered with the right hand from Sanson. Waltron trying to turn up the pressure here in round number 4. To the body, that was clever from Jez Waltron. Swelling now under the left eye of Waltron. He's been down once in this fight. That's the lone knockdown in this welterweight bout. Sanson dropping Waldron with the left hand in round 2, and ironically, Waldron then started to do his best work after being on the bad end of that knockdown.
You can see Sanson felt something he didn't like. When he's throwing punches, he's pulling his head back. He's not committing to those shots, which is a problem. That's why he continues to get hit.
To the body, left hand. Big swings now on the counter comes Jez Waldron. Side headlock separation from Alan Jackson, keeping this fight moving. 50 seconds remaining, round 4. Left hand getting through from Waldron. Overhand right missing from Sanson. Still forward pressure from Ryan Sanson. Sanson to the body. 45 seconds remaining in the 4th round. See Sanson cutting his left brow as he lands that right hand, and he's countered with the left hand of Jez Waldron. Too heavy on the neck from Sanson. That's the reason for the separation from referee Alan Jackson. Jez Waldron back to the jab, now coming forward. 10-second clock. Very late here in round number 4. Heavy feint on the feint step and the lunge from Jez Waldron. We move to the 5th and final round. Chris, the importance of knockdowns under the scoring set for this unified rules of bare knuckle fighting. It's quite possible that without the knockdown, it's a 10-9 round number 2 for Waldron, but with the Ryan Sanson knockdown, it's most likely 10-8 for Sanson. That is a huge switch. There's a big right hand landed by Jez Waldron as we start round number 5.
It's a very good counter. Waldron's committed to those counters every time Sanson gets in, he tries to counter.
See heavy swelling under Sanson's left eye as he comes forward. Off the jab, the extended left hand in the shield. Very 1800s on that striking defense for Sanson, extending the forearm out.
Waldron landing 8 more punches. Very competitive fight.
Sanson trying to stay active moving forward. There's the jab right back from Jez Waldron. 1:10 remaining, 5th and final round. Waldron now coming forward into the center circle. Met with that jab of Ryan Sanson on the step in. Jab then a hook from Waldron, not there. Waldron tried to turn over that right hand. Waldron staying on the outside, naked right hand misses again for Sanson. Continues to throw that 2 without the 1. He does so again there on cue. 40 seconds remaining in this fight. Both fighters, Chris, trying to time the big overhand right.
They both know how close this fight is. If they can land one more big punch, that could be the difference.
Double underhooks from Sanson. Quick separation from Alan Jackson. Stretch drive now with 20 seconds remaining in this fight. The right hand, left to counter, neither punch landed.
That keeps talking about the back of the head with Sanson.
Waldron to the body. Bouncing the step of Ryan Sanson, the bell, and the end of the fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of fighting, we go to the judges' totals. And your winner by unanimous decision, Ryan Sanson!
Well, Sean, it's been great to know the scores, but Ryan Sanson got the decision, got that knockdown. I think that might have been the difference, but hard to tell.
Ryan Sanson dropping Jez Waldron with the left hand in round number 2. It was a clean shot. And that turned out to be massive on the 3 ISKA judges scorecards here in Newcastle. The winner by way of unanimous decision, Ryan Sanson defeats Jez Waldron. OnlyFans brings you our tale of the tape for this bout in the welterweight division. Will Rochester versus Luke Beamish.
Very strange with this tail of the tape, Sean. Rochester is an inch shorter. However, he does have a 4-inch reach advantage.
Ladies ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for our second bout of the evening, presented by OnlyFans in the BKFC welterweight division. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, he's wearing the black trunks, his official weight of 165.6 pounds, hailing from Birkenhead, England, United Kingdom, introducing Luke Beamish! And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, he's wearing the black with light yellow, his official weight of 164.8 pounds, hailing from Hartlepool, England's United Kingdom, introducing Will Rochester! Your referee in charge is Harvey Harrell.
BKFC bout number 1 for referee Harvey Harrell. They're bringing both fighters up to scratch, 3 feet apart. Seeing it scratches Will Rochester. Premature start for Luke Beamish.
Beamish ready to go.
His English wife would say, a bit too keen. Round number 1. Both fighters, as you see, in the black trunks. Luke left tape, hand tape for Will Rochester, red hand tape for Luke Beamish.
Beamish landed a great body shot.
In the half-tie plum goes Luke Beamish. Beamish to the body, overhand right from the inside from Rochester. Rochester, another big right hand. Beamish now coming forward. Big shots, there's the uppercut. Half-tie plum from Will Rochester. Back and forth we go, round number 1. Big separation from referee Harvey Harrell. Running right back into the pocket is Will Rochester. From the overhook, Beamish trying to turn. Harvey Harrell keeping this fight moving. Beamish forward. Right hand on this step in from Rochester. Rochester heavy on the clinch, tried to control the left elbow of Luke Beamish. The right uppercut, short right hand from Rochester. Beamish on the turn. The fighters landing heavy on the inside. Half-tie plum from Will Rochester with his back against the ropes. 50 seconds remaining in the opening round.
These guys are doing very good work on the inside. Surprised this is their first BKFC fight.
From the inside, there's a left hand from Rochester. Beamish turned with his back against the ropes, lands a right hand. Now snatches the half-tie plum and a heavy turn right back of Rochester. Short, hard right hand from Luke Beamish. Beamish to the body. 18 position, draws the separation from Harvey Harrell immediately. Fighters unloading with short, hard punches, Chris. Short, hard right uppercut from Luke Beamish. Again from the half-tie plum. Now Rochester working from the half-tie plum. Lands a right hand of his own. One more punch late. Round 2. The jab counter right hand from Beamish, now closing the distance.
I love what Beamish did there. Ducked out of the way and countered immediately.
Rear right uppercut with Rochester's back against the ropes as he landed flush. Inside headlock. And an immediate separation from Harvey Harrell.
Notice the head movement of Beamish, side to side. Makes it very hard to hit if you're not a stationary target.
Beamish tried to frame on the heavy forward pressure of Will Rochester. Rochester forward with the 1-2. The fighters continue to have their moments. There's the moment for Beamish on the right hand. On the right hand. Good head movement from Will Rochester on the roll. Driving pressure again from Rochester. The turn out of the ropes from Beamish. 65 seconds remaining, round 2. Left hand, right hand from Beamish.
Rochester, very good defense, the way he puts the hands up, not eating clean shots.
Half-tie plum again from Will Rochester. Beamish throwing out of it. There's the step-in right hand from Rochester. Then the momentum swinging back and forth. 40 seconds remaining in the second round. This is a very entertaining fight to this point. On the flurry to the head from Luke Beamish.
Rochester having very good success with those uppercuts on the inside.
From the center circle, Beamish hard to the body with the right hand. Rochester now talking to Beamish. Beamish talking right back. Combination from Luke Beamish. Rochester left hook, right hand. Heavy pressure. That will be ruled a slip from referee Harvey Hara. It is. That is the end of round 2. Referee Harvey Hara starts round number 3. Right hand from Luke Beamish. See the extended guard of Will Rochester. Chester on the right hand, left hook. Beamish walking through that. Shuffle step, left hand again from Will Rochester.
Like that Patterson hook style. Jumped in with that left hook.
There's a step in, hard left hand from Luke Beamish, then the right hand on the turn.
Look at the
call by referee Harvey Hara.
Look at these percentages. Both guys landed at a very high rate. Beamish just a lot more active.
Really good refereeing from Harvey Hara. And again, this is Harris, BKFC refereeing debut in this bout. Calling time. Both fighters, you have to listen to my instructions. Right back to it with 80 seconds remaining, round number 3. Good way to take charge from Harvey Hara. Both fighters trying to take charge, but the momentum continues to swing back and forth between Will Rochester and Luke Beamish. This is an exceedingly even fight to this point. Simultaneous jabs. 60 seconds remaining, round 3. Forward pressure, right hand, Luke Beamish. Half tie plum, rear right uppercut, Will Rochester.
It's that right hand uppercut from Rochester and the overhand right from Beamish that land all the time in this fight.
Right uppercut again from Rochester, left hook. Straight left hand, straight right hand from Beamish. Rochester again on the right hand. Smear of blood across the nose of Will Rochester. Slight swelling under Beamish's right eye, left hook from Will Rochester. This is a pace more like for 135ers or 145ers, Chris, than 165ers.
Once again, I really like the head movement that we're seeing from Beamish. That side-to-side motion makes it very difficult to land from the outside.
There's the stepping right hand, another big right hand lands from Beamish, now the left to the body. More heavy forward pressure on the straight punches of Beamish into the clinch. That right hand getting through late. Next stop, round 4.
And this has been a tough fight for your first one. These guys are going at it. They're clinching a lot, but they're working in the clinch. He's doing a great job.
Knuckle up from Hara. Round number 4. There's a big right hand from Rochester, left hook.
Rochester trying to distract Beamish by throwing the hands out, trying to distract him so we could land some clean shots.
Beamish forward now into the pocket. Rochester waving him forward.
When Rochester has that defense where he puts his hands by the head, I'd like to see Beamish step out and land with the body.
Good left hand getting through from Beamish. Level change, right hook to the body from Rochester. Right hand to the head, right back from Beamish. Stepping right hand again from Will Rochester. That punch has been there for him throughout this fight. Just like that, there's the right hand. Another right hand and a third.
Jeez.
More big right hands from Rochester.
Beamish has got to stop it. He's got to duck there. He's got to fire back as soon as he ducks underneath that right hand.
In the center circle, Beamish off the jab. Flick jab again from Luke Beamish. On his back foot, lands that right uppercut. Beamish to the body, left hook from Rochester to the head.
These guys are tough as nails. Nobody's even thinking about falling down so far.
This is starting to look like a Guy Ritchie film. Both fighters landing huge and walking through huge punches. There's the right hand right back from Rochester after Beamish landed. Overhook, snatched in the clinch by Beamish. Separation from Harvey Hara.
Beamish needs to go back to that uppercut. Rochester continues to duck his head. That punch is open.
Right uppercut again from Rochester. Beamish from the mid-range in this step in. Side headlock again. Left hand's through. There is the bell. Clean, effective punches to legal targets. And on that metric, it is very, very even. Fifth and final round underway. Rochester coming forward. There's the counter right hand from Beamish. Beamish looking for the lead left uppercut.
There's a very good head movement from Beamish we've talked about a couple times.
Double jab on the flick jab from Beamish. There's the right hand, counter left hand, right hand from Will Rochester. Beamish coming forward again. Good turnout from Rochester. They're smart and tactical. Rochester pulling this fight back to the center circle.
See, the hands up for Rochester. That's when I'd like to see a little bit more body work by Beamish. That's what's open.
There's that lead left uppercut again from Beamish.
Those hurt. Those hurt right there.
Blood now coming from the mouth of Will Rochester. Cut under his left eye. You see the smear of blood on the bridge of his nose. Right hand, left hand, right uppercut from Will Rochester. Beamish misses with that right hand.
Just when I thought Beamish was starting to take control of this round, Rochester, just on cue, comes back with some beautiful punches.
Right hand again from Rochester. Heavy, deep swelling under Beamish's left eye as he comes forward off the jab. Hook to the body, overhead right from Rochester. Jab right back from Luke Beamish. 45 seconds remaining in this welterweight fight. 1-2 from Beamish, big right hand from Rochester.
Both these guys have to be thinking one more big shot can win this fight for them. There was a very good one.
There's the right hand, another right hand. On the turn from Beamish. Postman's blow from Luke Beamish, smile on his face, the jab. Jab again, right hand just off the mark. Rochester backing up, talking to Beamish.
These guys are exhausted, but they're really thinking one more good punch. I have to land one more good shot.
And the half-tie plump snatched by Will Rochester. Another late punch, and that is the end of the fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of fighting, we go to the judges' score totals. And your winner by unanimous decision, Luke Beamish!
Well, Beamish with the victory. Not real sure how close it was. I have to think it was very close and very competitive this time.
Hard fought, well fought from both men. All 3 ISKA assigned judges seeing it in favor of Luke Beamish. Will Rochester definitely had his moments, but Luke Beamish, heavy forward pressure, continued to land, continued to walk through massive shots. There's the sportsmanship between Rochester and Beamish. The winner, by way of unanimous decision, Luke Beamish defeats Will Rochester. In the heavyweight division, Gary Slater versus Rob Cunningham. The numbers presented by Forge Irish Stout.
2 extremely large human beings. It's our 4th time having Rob Cunningham on. He's 4 inches taller, but the main thing to me, he's 30 pounds heavier. If he can get him on his opponent against the ropes, lean against him, that can tire him out.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for our 3rd bout of the evening, presented by Forge Irish Stout in the BKFC heavyweight division. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, he's wearing the red trunks, his official weight of 275.4 pounds, hailing from Deeside, Wales, United Kingdom, Rob Cunningham! And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, he's wearing the black and white, his official weight of 247.8 pounds, hailing from Jarrow, England, United Kingdom, Gary the Grim Reaper Slater! Your referee in charge is Alan Jackson.
Sometimes bare knuckle experience means everything. Other times it means nothing. But this is the bare knuckle and BKFC debut for Gary Slater. Fight number 4 promotionally in BKFC for Rob Cunningham. His 6th overall in the sport of bare knuckle, round number 1. Almost stoically, Rob Cunningham comes forward off of scratch, but there's a left hand. Big overhand right from Gary Slater, and that drops Rob Cunningham.
And that has just fired up Slater. He knows if he lands a good punch, he's going to do damage. Cunningham did a good job early of trying to close that gap.
Big left hand, another right hand. Now on the turn, Rob Cunningham, heavy pressure. Counter right hand from Slater, another. Big punches from both men.
And that's where Cunningham needs to be, right in his opponent's face, staying as close as possible.
Cunningham left hand, that sends back. Gary Slater dropping it with the right hand. On one knee is Rob Cunningham, taking the mandatory 8 count from Alan Jackson.
Slater landed one more good shot while Cunningham was on the ground.
Up at 9 is Rob Cunningham. Alan Jackson talking to Rob Cunningham. This fight is indeed over, and the win in his BKFC debut for Gary Slater.
56 seconds of round number 1. Your winner by TKO, Gary the Grim Reaper Slater.
And what we heard was accurate and true. Slater, heavy-handed. All he has to do is get in there and land those hard shots, and he's going to be a problem for a lot of heavyweights.
Great respect between these two fighters. Rob Cunningham came forward methodically off of scratch, but methodical with his power punches to the finish. Gary Slater, 2 knockdowns and victory in his BKFC debut. The win by way of first round TKO, Gary Slater defeats Rob Cunningham. In the bantamweight division, Bradley Taylor versus Dan Muhammad. Our tale of the tape is presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink.
And the thing that jumps out the page at you on this one with this Taylor tape, the 8-inch reach advantage. That is huge. Taylor wants to stay outside, land those shots. It's only a reach advantage. If you make it one, he has to make Muhammad pay every time he tries to get close.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for our 4th bout of the evening, presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink in the BKFC Bantamweight Division. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. He's wearing the white and green. His official weight of 135 pounds bang on. Hailing from Glasgow, Scotland, United Kingdom, Dan Muhammad. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He's wearing the gray and yellow. His official weight of 135.6 pounds. He is hailing from Hartlepool, England, United Kingdom. Introducing Bradley Taylor. Your referee in charge is Harvey Hara.
England versus Scotland. Bradley Taylor from Hartlepool and Muhammad from Glasgow. The fighters towing the line, round number 1. Fast start off and scratch for Bradley Taylor. He's in the gray trunks and he drops Dan Muhammad, who's in the white trunks.
That didn't take long.
Muhammad now taking the mandatory 8 from referee Harvey Hara. Taylor back to the inside. From the half-tie plum, heavy turn, huge right hand. Tipping his head and swinging is Dan Muhammad. Right hand knockdown number 2. Ruled as a slip by Harvey Hara. But the smear of blood across the face of Dan Muhammad.
Face is a wreck already.
So this was ruled a slip and now a medical timeout off of the slip called by referee Harvey Hara.
Hopefully that's below the eye.
The clearance from the ringside physician, this fight will resume.
Taylor should jump all over his opponent.
Time in, huge right hand. Now that is knockdown number 2.
Muhammad in a world of hurt.
Breaking off his count is Harvey Hara. And just like that, now 2-0 in BKFC is Bradley Taylor.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 43 seconds of round number 1. Your winner by TKO, Bradley Taylor.
Absolutely loved what we saw from Taylor. He came right away, pushed that pace, tried to land hard shots. That's what BKFC is all about.
Blood on the chest of the victor, Bradley Taylor, but it's the blood of his now defeated opponent, Dan Muhammad. Rapid fire start off of scratch for Bradley Taylor. A knockdown, and then the finish. 2 knockdowns, and now 2-0 in BKFC is Bradley Taylor. The winner by way of first round TKO, Bradley Taylor defeats Dan Muhammad.
Huge reach advantage for Taylor. 11 inches, that is massive. He needs to stay outside. It's only a reach advantage if you use it like so. He's got to stay long and make his opponent pay for coming in.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for our 5th bout of the evening, presented by Cargo in the BKFC Cruiserweight Division. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, he's wearing the black trunks, his official weight of 192.2 pounds. Hailing from Poznan, Poland, introducing Jacob Kozicki. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He's wearing the black and silver. His official weight of 193.4 pounds. Hailing from Darwin, England's United Kingdom. Introducing Stevie Taylor. Your referee in charge is Alan Jackson.
Alan Jackson sending both fighters back to their respective corners before calling them up to scratch.
They're ready to go, though. They keep trying to come forward. I think this is going to be a fast-paced start.
See the movement in his corner for the Pole, Jakub Kosicki. Now both fighters towing the line, round number 1. Black and silver trunks for Stevie Taylor. Black trunks for Jakub Kosicki. Huge right hand lands by Kosicki. More big shots now from Jakub Kosicki. Counter left hook from Stevie Taylor. Taylor on the right hand. There were 2 right uppercuts from Kosicki.
Cannot believe Taylor did not go down from that right hand.
Left hook on the entry for Jakub Kosicki. Good separation from Alan Jackson.
Good job for Taylor just to gain his wits. He got hit with a massive shot.
On the left hand, counter right hand. Stevie Taylor lands with his back against the ropes. Thudding uppercut to the head from Kosicki. Taylor to the body.
This is exactly the start I thought we'd see.
Kosicki cut outside of his right eye. More step-in pressure from Jakub Kosicki. Taylor pulling back the right hand, now off the jab. 65 seconds remaining, round number 1. Huge overhand right, just off the mark from Kosicki. Kosicki in the head movement. Made the jab to the body, left hook from Stevie Taylor circling out. Swing and a miss from Kosicki. Left hand again from Kosicki. More power punches, power punch right back from Stevie Taylor.
Taylor trying to use that reach, trying to keep long, trying to stay away from the inside power that Kosicki has.
Left hand from Taylor. Caught Kosicki on the entry. Kosicki resetting in the mid-range. Taylor from the center circle now coming forward. Closing stages in a phenomenal round number 1. Blood now pouring from the cut just above the right eye of Jakub Kosicki. There's the 10-second clack. Double jab from Taylor staying on the outside. See the blood on the left bicep of Taylor. It's Kosicki's blood. That ends round number 1. High octane round number 1. We are set for round number 2. Second round underway. Left hook lands Stevie Taylor. Taylor lands another left hand, right hand. Kosicki to the body, to the head. Down to the head from Stevie Taylor. Step in jab from Taylor. Kosicki walking through it, back to the mid-range comes Jakub Kosicki.
Taylor needs to land punches and stay on his bike and move. He wants to make Kosinski keep stepping forward every time he resets.
A tight striking guard for Stevie Taylor. See the much more open, wide guard for Jakub Kosinski. Hook just off the mark. The right hand left hook. And the punch fully landed. Taylor pulling back that left hand mid-flight. Jab to the body from Kosinski. Left hook, Taylor. 65 seconds remaining, round 2. Kosinski trying to find himself in the clinch. He does so there. And in the neck goes Taylor. Smart defensive clinch from the Englishman, Stevie Taylor. He's going to miss from the pole on the turn. Jakub Kosinski resetting.
The blood over the right eye of Kosinski is starting to bother him. He keeps wiping it.
Swelling under Stevie Taylor's right eye. Left hand. Kosinski landed that flush. Duck under from Taylor. Taylor trying to counter with his back against the ropes. Heavy pressure again from Kosinski, chest to chest. Good refereeing from Alan Jackson, keeping this fight moving. Overhand right not getting through from Taylor. That was on Kosinski's left shoulder. Chris Kosinski is bombing that right hand.
Desperate to land it again. Every time he lands, it does damage.
Taylor starting to get his defensive timing of the Kosinski big right hand. Simultaneous hooks. That ends round 2. Medical assessment from the ringside physician of Jakub Kosinski. The issue is obviously the cut just above Kosinski's right eye.
Let's see if that makes Kosinski want to come out there and try and finish the fight quickly.
And the start of round number 3. Right hand from Kosinski. We're looking to counter from range. To the body goes Kosinski. Kosinski hard on the entry, got the right hand through. Naked right hand lands from Taylor. Left hand from Jakub Kosinski. That took Taylor firmly off his striking line. The duck under now from Stevie Taylor. Defensive clinch on the reset. Center circle. 25 remaining, round 3. Jab from Kosinski off the mark.
You can tell Taylor felt something he didn't like. He's on his bike moving a lot more often.
Left hand getting through from Taylor on the separation. 1-2 from Kosinski. See that disciplined, high, tight striking guard of Stevie Taylor. Medical timeout again being called by referee Alan Jackson. Cut absolutely pouring blood.
The only good news, it's not going directly in the eye because it looks like it might be just underneath it. I'm hoping.
This fight will continue.
I mean, Taylor knows now both eyes are cut. He has to go for both. He's got to get out there and land some hard shots.
Time in. Double left hand landed by Stevie Taylor. Kosinski now grabbing at his right shoulder. Alan Jackson asking him if he wants to fight. Kosinski coming forward to the mid-range, right to the body, right to the head from Jakub Kosinski. Left hand from Kosinski on the turn from Stevie Taylor, right hand. 35 seconds remaining, round 3. This is an outstanding fight. Right hand from Taylor, left hand from Kosinski.
Kosinski just stalking his opponent, coming forward, pushing the pace the entire time.
Alan Jackson getting the break with some adversity, telling both fighters, listen to my instructions. Kosinski cut in and around both eyes. This is with that right hand. Third medical timeout now called by referee Alan Jackson.
Surprised they stopped it. There's only a few seconds left in the round.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 1 minute and 51 seconds of round number 4. The ringside doctor has put a stop to the contest as the red corner was in no position to continue. Therefore, your winner, Stevie Taylor.
Very impressed with Stevie Taylor for his first BKFC fight. Showed a lot of composure. He's going to be a problem for a lot of people in that weight class.
Jakub Kosinski showed his power. Stevie Taylor showed his durability, started to control from range, and landed clean throughout. The winner, by way of third round TKO due to physician stoppage, Stevie Taylor defeats Jakub Kosinski. To the featherweight division we go. Our tale of the tape is presented by Fubo TV for Cameron Hardy versus Brian Crichton.
3-inch height advantage, 5-inch reach advantage for Hardy. Crichton looked like, I'm not sure if he was a couple pounds overweight, not sure if that made a big difference, if he had a bad cut. We'll have to find out if he gasses out in this fight. Maybe it had something to do with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for our 6th bout of the evening. Brought to you by Fubo TV in the BKFC featherweight division. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. He's wearing the black trunks. His official weight of 147 pounds, bang on. Hailing from Kirkby, England's United Kingdom, Brian the Big Bad Wolf Krol. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He's wearing the white and gold. His official weight of 145.4 pounds. Hailing from Darlington, England's United Kingdom, Cameron Hardy. Referee in charge is Harvey Hara.
Two very accomplished pro MMA fighters, both now making their respective BKFC debut. Cameron Hardy from Darlington, England. Brian Crichton from Kirkby, England. Round number 1. Forward off from scratch comes Brian Crichton. He's in the black trunks, white trunks for Cameron Hardy. Left hand, stalking pressure immediately from Crichton. Listed at 5'5" to the 5'8" of Cameron Hardy. Left hand, right hand. Huge right hand! And against the flow at the start of this fight, Cameron Hardy drops Brian Crichton.
Great uppercut thrown and landed. You can tell Crichton's still a little bit dazed.
Hardy in the mid-range, left hand, right hand, knockdown number 2. Ruled as a slip by Harvey Hara.
Crichton's legs still are not underneath him. That's what happened right there. He was being hit with some hard shots. Oh, that uppercut really did some damage.
Long jab from Cameron Hardy. Fast start, heavy pressure from Brian Crichton, but now Cameron Hardy establishing his range. Big swings on the inside.
Hardy needs to go back to that uppercut. Crichton throwing wide hooks.
The overhook getting the reset from referee Harvey Hara. 1-1-2 as you saw from Cameron Hardy. Hardy from long range. Moving to the mid-range. Left hand on the counter from Crichton. Crichton cut outside of his left brow. 40 seconds remaining, round 1. And that is knockdown number 2 on the right hand.
There was a lead, straight right hand. A lot of times people throw the jab first. When you don't throw the jab, it's very confusing. You're not used to that.
Left hand, right hand. Cameron Hardy can see the finish line, trying to reach it as he records the 3rd knockdown in round 1.
And Crichton has got to get past this round. He needs to get inside, clinch, stay on his bike move. He cannot trade punches at this point. Your legs are still not there.
Final seconds, round number 1. A huge opening round for Cameron Hardy. There's the right hand on the counter from Crichton. Right hand, left hand, more punches after the bell. That ends the opening round.
But he was hurt the entire round.
Presumably 10-6 across the board from the 3 ISKA assigned judges here in Newcastle. Cameron Hardy knocking down Brian Crichton 3 times in the opening round. To round number 2 we go. Crichton looking for the level changes on the entry.
Crichton's got to get behind that jab, use head movement, get inside, land those power shots that he possesses.
Good left hand on the entry from Crichton. Now on the counter from Hardy, snatches the overhook. Overhook right back from Brian Crichton. There's a separation with some difficulty from Harvey Hara. Crichton still coming forward off the overhand right. Left hand lands from Brian Crichton. Playfulness now from Cameron Hardy. Hardy forward from the center circle. Crichton in with that left hand. Left hand on the inside from Cameron Hardy. Overhand right from Hardy. Hook jab.
Hardy doing a great job of keeping his range, staying right where he wants to be. At the end of his punches, he cannot get hit unless his opponent steps close.
50 seconds remaining, round two. Heavy feints now from Cameron Hardy from long range.
He wants to make his opponent come forward and leap in where he can counter.
Push off the turn from Cameron Hardy. Soft warning from referee Harvey Hara to Hardy on the push. 30 seconds remaining, round number two of this featherweight fight. Right hand. Crichton circling out. Uppercut from Hardy, just off the mark. Seeing the creativity and the striking of Cameron Hardy. Flowing from the long range to the mid-range. Duck under from Brian Crichton. Left hand from Crichton. Hardy walking through that, coming forward. Off the jab, jab right back from Brian Crichton. That ends round two. Brian Crichton down 3 times in round number one, but still very much in this fight as we start round three. From Hardy. Left hook from Cameron Hardy. Crichton to the inside. On the turn, clever from Hardy, now to the body. Left hand right back to the head from Crichton. Both fighters opening up, right hand, and that drops Brian Crichton for the 4th time in this fight.
And you've got to respect what Hardy's doing. He's giving his opponent the only chance that he can win by getting inside and mixing up, trading punches. Hardy clearly feels like he's going to win that battle.
On the flurry to the head, overhand, right, left hand, more big shots. Referee Harvey Hara taking a closer look. You see the cut, Brian Crichton's left lid. On the back step, Crichton nearing the hips is Cameron Hardy. Hardy parked in the mid-range. Stiff jab from Cameron Hardy. 60 seconds remaining, round three.
So he can land that right hand lead one more time.
Heavy feints from Cameron Hardy from the mid-range. Clean right hand on the step in. That was clever.
You could just tell by the way he was setting that up.
Crichton on the overhand right, nothing there. Hardy on the jab from the circle out. To the body. Brian Crichton said that was low. Referee Harvey Hara agrees. And an exceedingly rare low blow in BKFC as time is called here in round three.
And to be honest with you, I'm not even sure why Hardy's changed to southpaw. He's dominating with the stance already. His traditional right-handed stance, he's landing a lot of clean punches. He's keeping the range beautifully.
You can see that Brian Crichton is wearing the full boxing girdle, but a low blow is still a low blow. That's why time is called. Brian Crichton has up to 5 minutes to recover. It takes less than 30 seconds. Time in. Round three resumes after the sporting touch of hands. Double hook jab from Brian Crichton. Crichton to the inside. Hardy re-establishing range with 25 seconds remaining, round three. Thanks again from Hardy. Left not there from Crichton. Crichton again to the inside. The under over. Hardy again from the center circle, long jab from ortho. Left hand just before the bell, we move to round four. In favor of Cameron Hardy on the knockdown count through the opening 3 rounds, round number 4 underway. Hardy dropping Crichton 3 times in round 1, once in round 3. Now an exceedingly rare eye poke in BKFC as that draws time out from referee Harvey Hara. Aaron finger into the right eye of Cameron Hardy from Brian Crichton. Good refereeing from Harvey Hara, telling Brian Crichton, a very soft warning. Do not extend your fingers forward towards the face of Cameron Hardy. Keep a tight fist, time in. No ill will on the low blow, no ill will on the eye poke. There's a right hand from Cameron Hardy.
You see Cameron Hardy just dominating the number of punches landed in this fight.
Bigger swings now in the pocket. We have our first takedown. Low blow, high poke, now a takedown.
Trying to get everything in this one, Sean.
We need a whizzer throw and a foot stomp, Chris. On the entry, 80 seconds remaining, round number 4. See the heavy feints of Cameron Hardy from the mid-range and the outside. And we come into the pocket as Brian Crichton. Step in right hand, good footwork from Hardy. On the turn.
Good head movement from Hardy as well. Ducks underneath those hooks.
Crichton off the double jab to the inside. Grabs the guillotine, and that draws the immediate separation from Harvey Hara. That was not a head chancery, that was a guillotine. There was some squeeze there from Crichton. Left hook from Brian Crichton. To the body goes Cameron Hardy. 40 seconds remaining, round 4. Left hand from Hardy to the head. Rear right uppercut. Triple jab from Crichton. Serve to move Hardy off his striking line. Hardy right back on the line, now switching stances to southpaw from Ortho. Jab to the body, eludes that right hand of Crichton. Switch right back to orthodox right-handed stance for Cameron Hardy. On the turn, 10-second clack. Feint step from Brian Crichton. That ends round number 4 as we move to the 5th and final round. Credit Brian Crichton, he's pulled himself off of the canvas on 4 separate occasions in this fight. 3 times in round 1, once in round number 3. Round number 5 now underway, final round of this featherweight bout, and full credit to Cameron Hardy. He has been masterful, controlling from the outside in the mid-range. No one has won anything yet, however. The fighters very accomplished, very pedigreed in their respective pro MMA careers. Both have big power for 145-pounders. There's a left hand, double left hand from Brian Crichton. That turns Cameron Hardy. Right to the body, big left hand, knockdown number 5. The stagger of this fight is over, and the win for Cameron Hardy.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 43 seconds of round number 5. Your winner by knockout, Cameron Hardy.
And that was the first time we saw Cameron Hardy, but Sean, that is not going to be the last. This guy looks like a very special talent.
An extremely impressive BKFC debut for Cameron Hardy. Dominant round number 1, 5 knockdowns to the knockout. Victorious by way of 5th round KO, Cameron Hardy defeats Brian Crichton. At 155 pounds, Jack Colshaw versus Bartek Konabe. The numbers presented by Rasha.
Another strange one here, Sean. Colshaw 6 foot to his opponent's 5'9". However, he has a 6-inch reach disadvantage. Konabe has a 78-inch wingspan. That is huge for that weight class.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for our 7th bout of the evening, presented by Rasha in the BKFC lightweight division. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. He's wearing the red with white trim. His official weight of 148 pounds, bang on. Hailing from Workington, England, United Kingdom, Bartek, the Polish player, Konabe. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He's wearing the white and blue. His official weight of 146.8 pounds. Hailing from Fitzwilliam, England, United Kingdom, Jack, the Yorkshire Stallion, Colshaw. Your referee in charge is Alan Jackson.
Sporting touch of hands between Coleshaw and Kanebe. Both men up to scratch. Round number 1. White trunks for the Englishman, Jack Coleshaw. Red and white trunks for the Pole, now based here in England, Bart Kanebe, and a rapid-fire start for Coleshaw. Looking to counter off the ring ropes is Kanebe. Right uppercut getting through left hand, right to the body. Hard to the body goes Coleshaw. Left hook to the head. Ferocious start from both men. Coleshaw landing the uppercuts. Overhand right from Kanebe takes him off balance. Right hand from Coleshaw. On the turn, Bart Kanebe. Right uppercut again from Coleshaw. 25 remaining, round number 1.
No feel out period at all. They're just going to work.
Huge right hand that sends Kanebe against the ring ropes. Uppercuts to the body, to the head with the right hand for Jack Coleshaw.
These uppercuts are landing very well.
Kanabe's face bright red, taking ferocious shots. Trying to turn off the ring ropes, and he does with the right hand. The turn right back in the right hand from Coleshaw. Right hand again. Coleshaw actually paused. Now the reset left hand. 4 uppercuts to the body from Coleshaw. Kanebe trying to turn from the half tie plum, and he does so effectively. Back to the center circle. On the separation, step in right hand from Coleshaw. Overhand right uppercut, left hook from Jack Coleshaw. Counter right hand, now a right to the body from Coleshaw. Kanebe trying to roll under and lands the flurry to the head. Right uppercut again, right hook from Jack Coleshaw. Huge shots being landed from Coleshaw. Kanebe stuck against the ring rope, trying to throw. Bart Kanebe cut outside of his right brow. Again, you see his face is bright red. More uppercuts with the right hand of Jack Coleshaw.
That's got to be a record for right uppercuts thrown in 1 round. Probably for a whole fight, and it's only been 1 round.
Right hand again, left hook right to the body. That ends a ferocious round number 1. Call of knuckle up from referee Alan Jackson. Round number 2 underway. Right back to the uppercuts goes Jack Coleshaw. Left hand right to the body. Kanebe again along the ring ropes trying to turn out. Heavy forward pressure from Coleshaw. 6 foot to Kanebe's 5'9". That's accentuated by the very long, tall, upright stance of Coleshaw left hand.
So many punches being thrown by both guys through 1 round. Unbelievable.
Right hand again, left hook, counter right hand, left hand from the inside of Bart Kanebe. Kanebe half tie plum.
That's where Kanebe needs to stay at this point. Stay inside, wear his opponent down just a little bit.
80 seconds remaining, round 2. Jumping in with the hooks is Jack Coleshaw to the pocket. Huge right hand from Coleshaw. Kanebe in all sorts of trouble. Against the ring ropes, against the corner cushion, Bart Kanebe. These are thudding, accurate shots from the mid-range. Jack Coleshaw continuing to land. Coleshaw coming forward off the long jab on the duck under right hand. Overhand right from Kanebe, who valiantly is very much in this fight, still throwing, Chris.
Kanebe taking massive shots. I'm very impressed with his ability to just keep coming back and throwing his own punches.
Coleshaw right hand, left hand. You see the hard straight punches. Now the hard right uppercut of Jack Coleshaw. Coleshaw is throwing straight punches from the mid-range and uppercuts from the pocket. Right hand landing flush.
That's one thing. Coleshaw's got to be careful he doesn't punch himself out.
25 seconds remaining, round number 2 of this lightweight bout. Right hand again, duck under from Bart Kanebe. Coleshaw relentless in his punching volume. Overhand right, Kanebe again against the ring ropes, lands that right hand. Right hand again from Jack Coleshaw. Closing seconds, round number 2. Coleshaw again, uppercut, straight right hand. Kanebe a right hand just before the bell as we move to round 3. See the sportsmanship. Round number 3. Kanebe, you see the hand fighting from the southpaw stance. Right back to the mid-range, exactly where he wants to be. Jack Coleshaw to start the 3rd round. Kanebe on the long jab. Big right hand from Coleshaw. Kanebe on the left hook. Coleshaw again, uppercut to the body. Coleshaw's been uppercutting the body and the head throughout this fight.
He uppercuts anything he can see.
Swelling though under the left eye of Jack Coleshaw. Big exhale from Kanebe on the circle out. Back to the center circle. Step in left hook. There's that rear right uppercut. Big right hand to the head. On the left hook, left hand on the back pedal from Bartek Kaname.
And it's just that constant pressure, that constant pushing forward with punches from Coleshaw. It's really starting to have its effect on Kaname.
Huge left hand from Coleshaw. The staggering from Bartek Kaname.
Did they say the ropes kept him from falling down? Is that what I'm getting?
Alan Jackson ruled that a knockdown. That's exactly what Jackson declared. The Kaname would have hit the canvas if not for the ring ropes. So that's officially our first knockdown in this fight, and that is knockdown number 2.
And I feel like this is just from overwhelming pressure the entire time. I think he's just totally gassed out.
The towel is thrown in during the count. Welcome to BKFC, Jack Coleshaw. I think that's the unofficial record for most right uppercuts.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 1 minute and 35 seconds of round number 3. Your winner due to corner stoppage, Jack the Yorkshire Stallion Coleshaw.
Coleshaw did a phenomenal job of weaponizing pace. He walked through punches, he pushed his opponent around till he wore him down, and then he finished the fight. Great job.
Well, there is high volume, and then there is high volume, and then there is Jack Coleshaw. Relentless throughout against the previously undefeated and very game Bartek Kaname. The winner by way of 3rd round TKO, Jack Coleshaw defeats Bartek Kaname. To the light heavyweight division, John Ferguson versus Danny Moyer. The numbers presented by 7 Sip Coffee.
Theme of the night, big reach advantage for one fighter. Moyer having a huge reach advantage. He wants to make Ferguson pay for trying to get close.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for our 8th bout of the evening, presented by Savage Sip Coffee in the BKFC light heavyweight division. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, he's wearing the white and gold. His official weight of 184.6 pounds. Hailing from Scarborough, England, United Kingdom, Danny the Destroyer Moyer. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He's wearing the black, pink, and silver. His official weight of 185.8 pounds. Hailing from Ashington, England, United Kingdom, Big Bad John Ferguson. Your referee in charge is Harvey Hara.
The bell, round number 1. Long jab off of scratch for Danny Moyer. He's in the white trunks, black trunks for John Ferguson. Right hand, rear right uppercut. Clever from Moyer to start this fight. Big right hand lands from Moyer. Fast start to this fight. Ferguson on the back step.
Moyer,
right hand, jab right back.
Moyer has the reach, he has the range, and he's trying to utilize it, doing a good job so far.
Ferguson on the feint. Moyer 6'3", Ferguson 5'11". Off the jab, more uppercuts with the right hand from Moyer. Now back to range. 15 remaining, round number 1. Hard to the body goes Danny Moyer. Ferguson trying to get his jab going from the mid-range. With the duck under right hand again getting through.
You can tell already that Ferguson tasted something he doesn't like. He doesn't want to stay in the mix. He's always backing out.
1-2 from the cross-arm guard used by John Ferguson. Ferguson straight on the 2. Uppercut again. High elbow guard from Ferguson, but the right uppercut getting through from Danny Moyer. 40 seconds remaining, round number one. We're at 185 pounds. Moyer long off the jab, more uppercuts. Crouch stance from Ferguson as he circles out. Ferguson cut under his left eye.
That eye's bothering him as well. You can tell by the way he keeps holding it.
20 seconds remaining, round one. Ferguson off the 1-2, then the hook, not there. Great striking guard used by Danny Moyer. Moyer looking to counter with his back against the ropes. Moyer, double jab. Right hand jab right back from Ferguson on the 1-2, left hook. That ends round number one. We're at Walker Activity Dome, jam-packed tonight here in Newcastle, England. BKFC Prospect Series, Newcastle. Two prospects at 185 pounds. John Ferguson versus Danny Moyer, bout number 3 in BKFC for Ferguson. Moyer on his BKFC debut and a strong opening round from Moyer. Into round number 2. Down the jab from Ferguson. There's the hook jab, uppercut to the body from Moyer.
Ferguson's on good head movement, but he can't keep the head too low because Moyer's throwing the uppercuts.
Double jab from Ferguson, but not there. Moyer trying to find the long-range jab, finds it there. With the double jab and the uppercut, another uppercut, left hand. That was slick. You see the straight punches from Ferguson, Chris. They're just not landing. He's out of range. Again, he's 5'11", the Moyer's 6'3".
He's staying in Moyer's range. He needs to step off, push off that back foot, get a little bit closer, and that's going to take that little bit of that sting away from the punches of Moyer.
Moyer cut under his left eye, lands the right uppercut. Ferguson cut under his left eye, lands the right hand. 45 seconds remaining, round 2. Deep crouch from Ferguson, circling out. Forward pressure from Moyer. Jab again from John Ferguson. It's better round number 2 from Ferguson than we saw from him in the opening round when Moyer really controlled from range.
You can definitely see the skill level of Ferguson. He avoids punches very well. Gets out of the way just enough.
The right hand getting through. Left hand out from Moyer. Closing stages of the second round. Long jab again. Good head movement from John Ferguson. There is the bell. Round number 3. It is 2024. One must be very cautious about what they bring up. Long jab from Danny Moyer.
Yeah, I think Ferguson either needs to be firing back immediately or pushing forward.
Great 1-2 from Ferguson.
If he stays in Moyer's range, that's a big mistake.
There's that cross forearm guard. Again, that was very prevalent in the 1800s, the initial era of bare knuckle fighting, especially here in England. I love seeing those old school techniques blended in with modern combat sports training. Flurry again to the head from Ferguson. Higher volume here from Ferguson in round number 3.
That's what he needs to do. He needs to push the pace. Moyer's not able to fire as he gets hit.
Right uppercut getting through from Ferguson. Relatively muted start to round 3 for Danny Moyer. Moyer landing that uppercut.
You can see the pace definitely has slowed for Moyer. I'm not sure if he punched himself out or if he's just taking the round off so he can have something for the next 2.
Long jab from Moyer. Ferguson, you see, intentionally keeping his lead left hand low, his chin out, trying to bait in Danny Moyer into his preferred range. Moyer disciplined, staying long, lands that right hand. Head movement from Moyer. 20 seconds remaining, round 3. Big right hand from Ferguson. Moyer coming forward again. With the left hand from Danny Moyer. Jab again from Moyer. That ends the 3rd round.
If you're waiting to counter, that's a dangerous game to play. It does work sometimes, but more often than not, you end up being the nail, not the hammer.
Referee Harvey Hara tells both fighters to toe the line, knuckle up. Round number 4 underway. Two fighters from here in England, John Ferguson from Ashington, Danny Moyer from Scarborough. Jab from John Ferguson. And the feint from Moyer. Moyer couldn't turn over that right hand to the body. Step in right hand, double right hand from Moyer off the mark.
Beautiful head movement for Ferguson. That's very frustrating when you're throwing hard punches and the guy gets just out of the way.
Well, jab from Moyer. And you see the head movement on display from John Ferguson. Jab again from Moyer, not there. In Chris, we see Ferguson. He's intentionally lowering his lead left hand, sticking out his chin. He's trying to bring Moyer into his preferred range.
He puts that chin right in front of you, and then when you throw, he moves it just out of the way.
There's that cross arm, high forearm guard.
Once again, Ferguson doing a phenomenal job of not getting hit. I would just like to see him fire back a little bit more often.
40 seconds remaining, round 4. Double jab from Moyer. That turns out John Ferguson. There's the uppercut with the right hand from Moyer. Clean 1-2, then the left hook from Ferguson. Strong combination. Very methodical pace. And being contested by both men.
And that's what Ferguson likes. He wants to control the range, the tempo. Fight when he wants to, not when you want to.
Right hand from Moyer. Just heard the 10-second clack. Very late here in round number 4. We move to the 5th and final round. You see that our timekeeper has an actual bell. When I commentated M1 in Russia, they used the gong, which I found very charming. The ringing of the bell, literally. 5th and final round underway. The jab from John Ferguson. Then the hook from Danny Moyer. And uppercut getting through from Moyer.
See if Moyer can continue to put pressure like he did the first few rounds.
Ferguson on the jab. Moyer stepping into the mid-range. Ever so slightly, Danny Moyer turning up the temperature here in round 5. Most forward pressure we've seen from Moyer since round 1. Ferguson on the 1-2, just out of range. Jab from Moyer. Chris, these are really intelligent tactical rounds being fought by both Ferguson and Moyer. For Ferguson, his 4th bout in the sport of bare knuckle fighting as he lands that right hand. Moyer. This is his BKFC debut, but he enters 6-0 in bare knuckle. On the back pedal is Ferguson. Moyer coming forward, lands a big right hand. And a right to the body on the exit. 45 seconds remaining in this fight. The flurry right back to the head from John Ferguson.
So difficult to land those punches when a fighter is crouching down. Moyer's doing a good job of landing those uppercuts.
Elbow block from Ferguson. Good turn, that was clever, the hook to the body from Moyer. 25 seconds remaining in this fight. Head movement from Ferguson on the back pedal, the jab not getting through from Danny Moyer. Into the clinch. Ferguson couldn't find the half-tie plug. That ends this fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of fighting, we go to the judges' score totals. And your winner by split decision, Danny the Destroyer Moyer!
Sean, I predicted that could be a split decision. The judges, I feel like, thought that Moyer did enough in that last round. He put it all out there, he pushed the pace. to get the decision in that last and final round.
John Ferguson gave a very good account of himself in defeat. Danny Moyer gave an excellent account of himself in victory. Now 7-0 in the sport of bare knuckle and victorious in his BKFC debut. The winner by way of split decision, Danny Moyer defeats John Ferguson. Time now for our feature fight of the evening as we're to the business end of this card in Newcastle. At 175 pounds, Danny Christie versus Jimmy Millar.
These guys exactly the same height, 5'11". Slight reach advantage for Christie, not that big of a deal when it comes to guys of this size, but very similar on the tail of the tape.
The numbers presented by Forged Irish Stout.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for our 9th bout of the evening, presented by Forged Irish Stout in the BKFC middleweight division. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, he's wearing the green and blue, his official weight of 175.4 pounds, hailing from Bournemouth, England, United Kingdom, the Justice, Jimmy Millar! And his opponents across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He is wearing the blue and silver, his official weight of 173 pounds, bang on. Hailing from Carlisle, England's United Kingdom, Danny the Bastard Christie! Your referee in charge is Harvey Hara.
Look at business on the face of both men. Round number one. Silver and blue trunks for Danny Christie. Green and blue trunks for Jimmy Millar. Sticking with the right hand, Danny Christie. Counter left hand on the step in from Jimmy Millar. Double overs for Danny Christie. There's the separation from referee Harvey Hara.
So one benefit of losing, going down to a smaller weight class, a lot of times you feel faster. Let's see if that's the case for Christie.
The right hand on the combination, level change from Jimmy Millar, gets the separation. 25 remaining, round one. This is our feature fight. We're in the middleweight division. Step in, big right hand from Danny Christie.
That's the big punch when you have that right hand versus the southpaw.
Duck under from Millar, clever on the turn, back to the center circle.
Whoever can step outside that lead foot has a straight shot right down the pipe.
Christie from the orthodox stance. You see Millar in the southpaw stance, and knockdown number one.
Looked like a flash knockdown. Millar doesn't seem like he's really too badly hurt right now. Let's see if Christie tries to step on the gas.
40 seconds remaining, round number one. Christie on the left hand on the entry, big right hand. That turned out Jimmy Millar. Left hand and then knockdown number two.
Caught him with the left hook. Millar really needs to get past this round. Stay on his bike, start moving.
We'll see how hard Danny Christie now goes for the finish with 15 seconds remaining, round number one. Left hand, big right hand. Christie flurrying out to the body. Smart defensive clinch from Jimmy Millar. Christie forward again. Millar on the jab, that ends round one. Seconds out called. Danny Christie recording 2 knockdowns of Jimmy Millar in round number one. The fighters up to scratch. Round number two. See the small cut under Millar's right eye. Millar showing his footwork from the outside. Now the duck under of the right hand from Christie. Christie to the inside. Squeeze from the head chancery, gets the quick separation from referee Harvey Hera. And now time called by Hera. Good refereeing from Hera. I always like the use of timeout by a referee to talk to a fighter rather than waste seconds in the fight. Hera telling Danny Christie, don't push your palm into the face of your opponent, Jimmy Millar. Millar bleeding from his right nostril. Double change from Millar. Doing so defensively, not offensively. 1:15 remaining round 2. You can see Christie sitting on that right hand, Chris.
Trying to wait for the right time. Step outside that lead foot.
There's the right hand on the inside. Millar fast on the jab. Christie now on his back foot. Millar coming forward. 50 seconds remaining in the second round. Here comes a step in left hand from Millar. In the southpaw stance. On the turn, right hand. Separation again from Hera. Right hand. Millar trying to swing big in the mid-range. Resets to the outside. Then to the inside. Millar throwing to the body. Danny Christie now cut under his right eye and under his left eye. That second clack. Late here in round number 2. Downward right hand from Danny Christie just off the mark. The bell, we move to round 3. Harvey Hera putting Danny Christie's lead left foot on the scratch line as we start round number 3, and a fast start off of scratch in the third round for Danny Christie.
And that is what his corner was imploring him to do. Come forward and throw punches.
Millar, very wide crouching stance. Christie again measuring the right hand. Millar on the back pedal. Step in left hand counter right from Christie. Another punch landed flush. That right hand getting through from Danny Christie. Left hook not there. Christie tried to pull it back mid-flight. The clinch. Christie tried to land on the separation. Fair play. Jab pack from Jimmy Millar. Heavy forward pressure again from Danny Christie.
And Christie is listening to his corner. He's getting in position. He's stepping forward. He's throwing the hard right hand.
Millar trying to time his jab on the entry. The forward pressure of Danny Christie. Millar again circling out. Using his footwork to reset in the center circle. Hard punches coming forward. Left hand from Danny Christie. Millar to the body. On the overhook. Right hand from Christie. See the active clinch. The fighter still throwing. On the right hand, now the separation. Step in right hand again from Danny Christie. Chris, he is finding that step in right hand.
And that is why his corner keeps yelling at him. That's exactly what he needs to do. Step forward, land that right hand. You're doing damage every time.
Millar circling out. 15 seconds remaining round 3 on the duck under. Millar trying to counter, takes that left hook from Christie. Overhook from Danny Christie, the separation again. Big exhale from Millar on the back pedal. Left hand not getting through. Next up, round 4. Through the opening 3 rounds. Danny Christie, 2 knockdowns to 0, dropping Jimmy Millar twice in round number 1. Round number 4. An immediate forward pressure off and scratch, but it's methodical pressure, not rushing pressure from Christie. 18 position, Millar continued to throw legally to the body. The separation from Hera, right back to it, right back to the mid-range, Danny Christie. Goes right back to extending with the left hand and sitting on that right hand. Big left hook from Christie.
See the overwhelming amount of punches that were landed in the first round. And now Millar coming and taking the lead, a number of punches landed.
Jimmy Millar down twice in round number 1, but still very much in this fight.
Millar doing a good job of head movement. Very difficult to hit. He's getting very low, trying to avoid the hard right hands of Christie.
Dancing right uppercut, now the step in left hand from Danny Christie. Exhale again from Millar on the exit. Good duck under from Jimmy Millar. Christie forward again. There's the right hand, left hook to the body. Clever combination from Christie.
Christie can turn some of those straight rights into some uppercuts.
Good step in left hand from Jimmy Millar, out to the body. Christie is initiating most of these clinches, but credit to Jimmy Millar, he's throwing in the clinch. Takes that right hand, does Jimmy Millar. 30 seconds remaining, round 4. Christie trying to turn up the temperature, closing stages of the 4th round. Double left hand from Millar.
And Christie's starting to throw more uppercuts.
Left hand, duck under from Christie on the right hand of Millar. Christie again taking away time and space from Jimmy Millar. Half-tide plump from Millar. Now on the underhook. Driving pressure from Millar. From Harvey Hara reset. We move to the 5th and final round. Proverbial uncharted waters for both Christie and Millar in BKFC. Round number 5. Final round of our feature fight. We're in the middleweight division. Hard underhook from Millar. That was smart. It's the separation from Harvey Hara. On the left hand, heavy pressure again. Looming large right now, Chris. The 2 knockdowns recorded by Danny Christie and Jimmy Millar, and presumably a 10-7 round for Danny Christie.
Very difficult to overcome. You have to get some knockdowns of your own. Millar has been unable to do so.
Those right now stand as the lone knockdowns recorded in this fight. Christie forward again, good left hand from Millar, beautifully timed. Millar couldn't time that left hand. Rear right uppercut from Christie into the clinch. 65 seconds remaining in this fight. Again, Millar to the body has been very effective. Continuing the throw on the Christie-initiated clinches. Right uppercut from Millar, overhand right from Jimmy Millar.
Christie dropping his mouth and he was trying to put it back in.
Millar talking to Christie, we fight on.
Millar trying to say, put your mouthpiece back in. Christie said, I don't need it.
Now time called by referee Harvey Hara. We will have the rinsing of the mouthpiece.
I mean, at this point, I don't think these guys need that. Put it back in the mouth, let's go.
Do it the MMA way, not the boxing way. That was done the boxing way, right back to it, time in. On the overhook from Jimmy Millar. Christie to the body, left hand. On the duck under, both fighters throwing in the pocket. Drive forward pressure with the front shoulder from Jimmy Millar.
I mean, what an exhausting style. These guys have been in the clinch a lot this fight.
Short right hand from Millar. Christie coming forward, jab from Millar. Straight punches from Christie. Millar on the turn. Big right hand from Danny Christie. Both fighters throwing on the inside. Half-tide plump from Jimmy Millar. Heavy forward pressure, chest to chest. Left hand getting through. Final seconds of this fight. And that is the end of our feature bout.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. Your first judge scores the bout 50-44. Your second judge scores the bout 49-45. Your third judge scores the bout 49-44. And your winner by unanimous decision, Danny the Bastard Christie.
And Danny Christie just keeps rolling at a different weight class. I thought he did a very good job for his first time at 175.
4-1, 4-1, 5-0 from the 3 judges assigned by the ISKA here in Newcastle for Danny Christie. Hard fought, well fought from Danny Christie and Jimmy Millar, but Christie recording 2 knockdowns of Millar in round number 1. The winner by way of unanimous decision, Danny Christie defeats Jimmy Millar. In the middleweight division, Bart Krol versus Pic Jardine. Our tale of the tape is presented by OnlyFans.
Sean, these guys almost identical. 1 inch
height advantage, 1 inch reach advantage. Very similar on the tail of the tape. This should be a good one, though.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our co-main event of the evening, presented by OnlyFans in the BKFC middleweight division. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner, he's wearing the white and red. His official weight of 174.6 pounds, hailing from Bishop Auckland, England, United Kingdom, the Mauler Pic Jardine! And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, he's wearing the white trunks. His official weight of 175 pounds, bang on, hailing from Pila, Poland, Bart, the last Polish Krol! Your referee in charge is Alan Jackson.
Round number 1. White trunks for the Pole, Bart Krol, red and white trunks for the Englishman, Pic Jardine. The right hand duck under into the clinch goes Bart Krol. At the end of the underhook, separation from Alan Jackson, right back to it. There's the right hand, big right hand on the inside, now the left hand. Huge shot from the pocket, but Jardine throwing back. Krol landing the right hand, another right hand on the exit. Strong sequence for Bart Krol. Heavy pressure again. Jardine now circling out, bouncing off the ring ropes. Double left hand, counter right hand from Jardine.
And Jardine is taking those punches very well. I'm surprised he didn't go down with those shots.
Krol on the duck under, overhook, snatched by Bart Krol. Separation again from Alan Jackson, keeping this fight moving. In the middleweight division, our co-main event, a right hand from Bart Krol. Left hand, another left hand from Krol. Goes back against the ring ropes. Jardine trying to throw and turn.
Jardine looked hurt there for just a second. I cannot believe he's taking these shots.
Krol just walked through a right hand. Big shots now, body and head with the left hand from the pole, Bart Krol. Right uppercuts to the body, left to the head from Krol. Jardine trying to counter this back against the corner cushion, but takes that left hand from Krol.
Jardine's looking tired. He's going to be careful. He's not going to punch himself out. A lot of emotion going on in this first round.
On the uppercut right hand. 25 seconds remaining, round number 1. Bouncing the step of Jardine.
But look at the mouth wide open for Jardine.
Heavy on the neck from the half tie plum goes Jardine. The separation from Krol into the mid-range. It's like swelling under Krol's right eye. Back under from Krol, left hand. Left hand again. Jardine walked through that. Jardine straight right hand, left to the body. There's the bell. That ends round number 1. From the neutral perspective, which we always are, that was an outstanding round number 1. Very entertaining. Round number 2. See the footwork of Pic Jardine. Krol trying to find his timing on the entry. Short left hand from Jardine. Chest to chest goes Bart Krol. Shot from Jardine. No warning from Alan Jackson. We fight on, left hand, right hand.
A ton of punches being thrown in that first round. Both guys landed at a high rate.
Left hand getting through from Jardine. Duck under now from Jardine. Head chancery position. There's the separation from Jackson. Jardine on the jab, right hand from Krol. Jardine chest to chest, right hand. Up jab, left hand from Krol on the turn. Resetting from the southpaw.
Jardine is starting to look like the fresher fighter. I thought he might gas himself out in that first round, but he's recovered well.
Now it's Krol with his back against the ring ropes, trying to counter, stepping forward into the clinch. Jardine Heavy from the half-tie pump goes Jardine to the body. Alan Jackson nearly stepped in. More big shots, and there is the knockdown. Here's the mandatory 8 count. Given the Krol, and he is up at the count of 8 from Alan Jackson. 30 seconds remaining, round 2. Left hand on the counter from Krol. Jardine now cut outside of his left brow. He is swinging big. Off the canvas, Bart Krol is swinging big. 15 seconds remaining, round 2. Left hand from Krol. Diversionary jab on the turn after Jardine through the diversion. Right hand from Pic Jardine. We are through 2 rounds. Alan Jackson keeping Bart Krol in his corner. Jackson not yet ready to call Krol and Jardine up to scratch. He does so now. 3 feet apart as we start round number 3. Jardine left hand, left hook right back from Bart Krol. Entering right hand from Pic Jardine. Jardine flurrying now to the head, to the body. There's the right uppercut. More big shots, left hand from Pic Jardine. Krol cut, top of his right brow. Overhand right from Jardine. On a strong sequence, knockdown number 2.
Jardine is just all over Krol right now. Krol's hurt. I don't think he's getting up.
The count of 10 reached, and a phenomenal bare knuckle fighting championship debut for Pic Jardine.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 35 seconds of round number 3. Your winner by TKO, the Mauler Pic Jardine.
And I know it was only 1 fight, but Jardine showed so much in that he could take punches, he can continue to weaponize pace, come forward. This guy, he's gonna wanna try and make a push very quickly for that 175-pound title.
Pic Jardine dropping Bartolomei Krol in round number 2. The second knockdown comes in round number 3, and that produces the KO. And our co-main event of the evening, the winner by way of 3rd round knockout, Pic Jardine defeats Bartolomei Krol. The numbers now for this, our main event of the evening, presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink. In the heavyweight division, Stanoy Tabakov versus Paul Venis.
And in a fight about range, Tabakov has the reach. He has to utilize that. He cannot let Venis get so close he can land those devastating shots.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our main event of the evening. Presented to you by Bucked Up Energy Drink in the BKFC heavyweight division. This bout is sanctioned by the ISKA. Your supervisor in charge, Mr. Paul Nichols. Your timekeeper at the bell, Harlow Nichols. And your 3 judges scoring ringside, Anthony Crooks, Matt Griffin, and Tim Isley. So, the officials and fighters are ready to all in attendance here in the Walker Activity Dome, Newcastle, England, United Kingdom. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see some thunder! Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. He's wearing the black and red. His official weight of 212.2 pounds. Hailing from Middlesbrough, England, United Kingdom, Paul the Venis And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He's wearing the black trunks. His official weight of 212.2 pounds. Hailing from Sofia, Bulgaria, Stanoy, the Cobra Tabakov. Your referee in charge is Alan Jackson.
One of Bulgaria's greatest ever MMA fighters. He's 1-0 in BKFC. Rosen Dimitrov in the corner of his fighter, his countryman, Stanoy Tabakov. The bell, round number 1. Black trunks to the Bulgarian Stanoy Tabakov. Black and red trunks to the Englishman, Paul Venis. The crouching stance for Tabakov. And the entry. Venis from the inside back to the outside. Long jab from Venis, lead left hook. Took himself off balance, Venis resetting. Left hand driving pressure from Tabakov. Tabakov using a very low stance on the entry, big right hand.
What Tabakov needs to do, push off that back foot and throw that right.
Jab not there from Venis. Crouching stance again for Tabakov on the right hand. 1:10 remaining, round number 1 of our main event. Big left hand on the step in from Tabakov once more. Stanoy Tabakov. S-grip, that gets the separation from referee Alan Jackson. Smart use of the clinch from Stanoy Tabakov.
When he pushes off, when he gets inside, he can either get out or he can clinch. He doesn't want to stay right there and get hit with those hard shots.
Venis, hard right hand on the turn from Venis. That was clever.
Venis having some trouble to try and understand this style. It's taking a minute.
Venis feigning with the right hand. The fighters, as you see, in the orthodox stance. Much more movement, though, from Stanoy Tabakov. 25 seconds remaining, round number 1. That will be ruled a slip by Alan Jackson. It is indeed right back to it. Tabakov just taking himself off balance on the entry right hand. Big left hook, a right hand, and that is a clean knockdown.
And there's that power difference we talked about earlier. Venis is extremely powerful. He just has to get in a position where he can land those hard shots.
Final seconds, round number 1. There is the bell. Presumably, 10-8 across the board for Paul Venis, round number 1, dropping Stanoy Tabakov, round number 2. Heavy step feint from Paul Venis.
You have to think that's given Venis a little bit more confidence as go in and land hard shots.
Tabakov again. Lowering his stance, heavy front shoulder, staying active with the lead left hand. Much more measured, much more methodical, Paul Venis. Stiff jab from Venis. Venis, a slight cut in his left brow. That opened in round number 1. Venis overhand right, big left hand.
Venis, you can just tell, the stronger fighter pushes his opponent away like it's nothing.
Venis in and out. Trying to control the range in this fight. Left hand not getting through from Stanoy Tabakov. Leaping left hook from Paul Venis. Off the mark. Short right hand, then another right hand from Venis. 1-2 from Stanoy Tabakov. 60 seconds remaining, round 2 of our main event. Big left hand knockdown number 2.
Power difference. Venis has it. Just has to touch his opponent. When he lands, he hurts him.
Leaping left hook. Shades of Floyd Patterson and Roy Jones Jr. From Paul Venis. Left hand, Venis trying to reach the finish line with knockdown number 3, the second here in the second round.
You could just tell that Tabakov was still hurt. He still is hurt. If you're a Venis, you have to try and come and finish the fight right now. Be careful, be smart, but get in and land a hard shot. That should be all she will.
Venis on the feint, left hand, right hand. Knockdown number 3 here in the 3rd round. Here's the mandatory 8 given to Stanoy Tabakov by referee Alan Jackson. 4 times now. Tabakov knocked down in this fight. 3 here in round number 2. Final seconds of the 2nd round. We move to the 3rd round.
Utilize the movement, push off that back foot, land the right hand, use some dirty boxing. Do anything besides stand and make this a boxing match.
To the 3rd round. Big left hand! And Stanoy Tabakov drops Paul Venis. He's right back in this fight.
Well, no matter what, somebody's going to get up off the canvas to win.
We talked about the massive power of these two relatively small heavyweights. That's on full display. 5 knockdowns now in this fight. 30 seconds gone, round number 3. Big left hand, right hand from Venis, right uppercut. Right hand, and down again goes Stanoy Tabakov.
You can just see that power difference. Who's the stronger fighter?
This fight is over, and a huge main event win in his BKFC debut for Paul Venis.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 47 seconds of round number 3. Your winner by TKO, Paul the Menace Venis.
Venis looked extremely strong, extremely powerful, with good hands, and showed he could deal with getting knocked down and getting back up and finish his opponent immediately afterwards. Great fight.
Again, 6 total knockdowns in our main event of the evening. 5-1 in favor of Paul Venis. Both fighters showing massive punching power as we fully expected, and it was on full display. But the speed, the timing, and the accuracy of Paul Venis producing 5 knockdowns to the victory. The winner by way of 3rd round TKO, Paul Venis defeats Stanoy Tabakov.